All right, we're back for another edition of the All New Street Report. I'll be your host. Really appreciate you tuning in today, ladies. Did you know that there are 7 different types of guys? What's your type? Well, I tell you what, we have an exclusive interview with Sevyn Streeter. We'll find out what her type is. Plus, on today's show, a World AIDS Day update. We talked to some individuals who are living with the HIV virus right now. We have some very important information that you need to know. Plus, you know, we got a live performance from Southern Maryland's own Trey Morset on today's show. But let's go ahead and kick things off right now. A Mirror Story, Part 2, to be young, black, and transgender in the DMV. I'm Easy Street, and this is the Street Report. What age was that when you began to have that actual feeling that, hey, look, you know, I was born as a boy, but I feel like a woman?
They'd tell me that kind of stuff, like, no, you don't play with dolls, you play with, because that's the stuff as little kids, you just naturally want to play with certain things. And I just naturally wanted to play with the girls wanted to play with. Most of your life, I knew I wanted to, like, put on my cousin's dresses and all that kind of stuff, but it was, you know, forbidden. I was like 5 years old, getting caught putting on lipstick and had on my cousin's dress. I didn't care anything else about, like, I didn't care if I lived in a box. As long as I got to be who I wanted to be, that meant everything to me. So, you know, at that point, that was when, you know, I felt like, okay, now I'm doing what I want to do.
I'm free. This is who I am. I know that's right. I know that's right. So, Amira, tell me this. How did your father react to that?
My father was actually better with it than my mom. Because, like, my mom's more aggressive than my dad. Like, my mom is the one that's, like, very militant. And all she would think was, oh, you know, you're gonna get HIV and, you know, somebody's gonna kill you. And especially when it came down to me actually living my life as a woman, she was just like, you know, she was terrified for me, you know, naturally being I was her child. But when she actually saw me dressed up, you know, as a woman, that kind of relaxed her. She was like, oh, you do look like a woman.
Do you remember that moment when she saw you dressed up like a woman?
Yes.
Tell us the story of that.
Well, I had a boyfriend at the time, and I was still kind of nervous of my mom seeing me dressed up. And so anytime I needed to get anything from her, I would send him upstairs to go get it from me because I didn't want her to see me. And one day I got to my uncles and my dad was up there. And he's like, you need to tell her to come up here, you know. And so I came up and she was like, so you're not gonna come see your mom? And you know, and she's like, you look nice. And you know, ever since then, we and her was real close. Like, you know, we go shopping and
do girl stuff together, right? Okay. Did that feel good?
Yeah, very much so.
So you were never ever really interested in girls?
I made myself. You know, I tried to make myself be what people wanted me to be. I've dated girls when I was a kid. I remember, like my mom, I was always so feminine, so they tried to toughen me up. So they wanted me to hang out with these boys. And so she would pay these guys to watch me. And they was, you know, all teenage boys, whatever. And I remember they made me like have sex with this girl. And I was only like 9. I don't even know if we was even having sex. Okay. My mom, her whole intention for me hanging out with these guys was to toughen me up, for me to be around men. You know, in their mind.
So she thought that she could be able to change and stop this process.
She didn't see as at that time, I don't think she's saying it's a process of me becoming a woman, but saying it's a process of maybe of Corey hanging around some boys, maybe that kind of toughened me up. But it didn't, you know, I was who I was. And actually one of the boys raped me at that time. So, you know, that was my first time being, you know, abused. I was actually abused by a female as well, like my babysitter and all that kind of stuff. I didn't have like a whole bunch of friends and stuff in my teenage years. I was working like literally full time. That
produced the opportunity for you to be able to do whatever you wanted to do when you were 17.
Yeah, but I spent most of that money just shopping on clothes and stuff like that. Like, I didn't save, I didn't have a plan on transition, and I just knew I wanted to wear what I wanted to wear. And I wasn't, it wasn't known as a transition then. You know, I just knew I wanted to dress as a woman. I knew I wanted to have breasts, but I knew I didn't have them, so I had to kind of compensate for them at the time. And that was really it. It wasn't like, I knew I had to get on hormones, but I had no idea how to get them. Like at this time, nobody was talking about this kind of stuff. And even when I tried to reach out to other transgender girls at that time, they would not talk to you. Like,
why not?
Coming out, they just wouldn't.
So do you have any other transgender friends that you share information with, like what you just talked about?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm a vlogger, so that's what I do. To the scandal, I got notes, so I don't forget thing, girl. Cause it's juicy, and today's juice is actually from the Shade Room, girl. You know, honey, don't get mad at me. A lot of y'all starting to get upset with me because of things that I'm reporting. Honey, I don't make this stuff up, darling. I get this from other news sources, Miss Thing, and I just put my own twist on it and make it hilarious, girl.
Yeah, you mentioned the vlog. Talk about that.
See, I'm a rapper, I'm a songwriter, entertainer. I do everything. There's nothing really that I don't do. And so you can't just be a rapper and a singer and a songwriter. You have to be able to do it all, and you have to be able to market things in a certain way. And so I started vlogging because I knew my personality was something that was kind of addicting to people that I hung with, you know, in person. So I figured maybe if I can bring this on camera, people can get into it.
So these are general questions, okay? Do people or have people ever came up to you and asked you, hey, are you transgender?
No. I mean, everybody gets clocked. Like, I don't get clocked like and getting clocked means when somebody clocks your teeth, somebody can tell that, you know, something's not right. Or it's not that something's not right, but something's
different.
Right.
Right.
I'm trying to be careful with my words. When you say something like something ain't right, they'll run off and be marching parades and, you know. But so, because I'm not sensitive like a lot of, you know, the community is, but I don't get clocked on a day-to-day basis. I remember being younger, and that was a stress for me. You know, even though people always told me I was so passable, but I would always be nervous. I always think about that. Like, can I tell? Or, but as I got older, I just don't care. Like, I don't think about it at all. Not that long ago, like 2 years ago, a little boy. The kids, they can pick out certain things. I don't know why, but children love me. But the little boy, he was like 2 years old, and he kept saying, boy, like that. And his mom's like, no, that's a girl. She's like, I'm so sorry. He's like, boy. Like, he would not stop saying boy. And I was just looking like, you know, but you know, it doesn't happen a whole lot for me at all. I'm very blessed because there's a lot of girls that they have to deal with that every day. So you alluded to something a few minutes ago about you're not sensitive like that, like others are in the community. What did you mean by that? It's these days, everybody, I feel like not just the community, but everybody is sensitive. Every little thing, you say things wrong. And especially being a vlogger and though I get on these videos and all these people can see it, you always got all these different opinions and people, mainly in our community, that they wouldn't like certain things. You mean the black community or the LGBTQ community? I mean, all the communities. I feel like everybody in a whole, in a general, the world is just, everybody's uber sensitive these days. So as a transgender woman, have you ever feared for your safety? I mean, when I was younger, I guess, because like I said, I hung around all straight people. So some of my females, you know, I would hang out at straight clubs and all that kind of stuff. And as many times I had to let my friends know, some things I can't do like y'all do. You know, like I can't go, you know, they'll be like, oh, let's go over these boys' house, blah, blah, blah. And I was always the one to be like, if they don't know about me, right, about this, I'm not going over there. We as transgender women, you have to be proud of being just that, you know. I'm not a female, and this is my opinion. I will never be a female. A female is made in a certain way that I'm just not made. But I'm a mirror. I'm a transgender woman, and I'm just happy being that.
Coming up next on The Street Report, an exclusive interview with Sevyn Streeter. We talk about the 7 types of guys and what kind of guys she likes. All right, welcome to another edition of The Street Report. Sevyn Streeter's here.
What up?
Street Report, 7th Streeter.
It was meant to be.
Yes.
It was just meant to be.
So good to see you.
Great to see you too.
All right, so you got the hot single everybody talking about with Gucci on it. Probably. You probably heard it on the radio.
Yes, you did.
Now, you have the album, Girl Disrupted.
Yes.
Why that title?
Oh, man. Because I had to really disrupt the girl within me. And when I say that, I just really just mean I had to put a mirror to myself and force myself to grow up in ways that, that I was being a little naive and this album helped me do that. You know what I mean? Through writing, songwriting has always been my therapy. It's always gotten me through things. And through writing this album, I just realized a couple different things about myself. With Probably, it's a very confident, sexy, fearless type of record. And throughout, just time and just evolving, I've become that. And I'm so comfortable in my skin to even be that way. With songs on the album like My Love for You, where I kind of had to speak to myself and say, this is the type of love that you deserve. And so, I wrote that song with the type of love that I deserve in mind, truth be told. And so on and so forth. Like I have songs on my album called Before I Do. And that's like my ode to Aaliyah. But the song is basically just saying, it's talking about you dating somebody and just saying before we take it to that next level, let's put everything on the table and just make sure that we are communicating, we straight before I do, go to that next level with you. So throughout this album, I had to have really hard conversations with myself, but very necessary conversations with myself. And through that, the girl within me has definitely been disrupted and I've got my big woman draws on. I'm very comfortable in the woman that I've become.
Okay, now you wrote the whole entire album. Yes,
I have pretty much. I have writers that I trust that I write with.
Not that she needs any writers.
Oh no, but let me tell you,
your pen hand is very strong.
Thank you, but let me tell you, I have writers that I work with, and the reason I do that, and I like writing with male writers a lot too. I have female writers on the album as well, but I just like to have different perspectives. I don't like for my music to be one-sided because we don't all think the same. We don't all, make the same type of decisions, and I like for my music to be well-rounded. So I definitely have co-writes all throughout the album, and then on songs like D Pharrell, which is another song that's on my album. That's written and produced by The Dream and Tricky.
Okay.
I didn't touch that song. There's certain writers that I've looked up to for forever that I just go, you know what? Here, I'm just gonna sit back and watch you write this song in 10 minutes, which he really wrote the song in 10 minutes.
Okay.
but yeah.
Okay, now your personal life,
yes.
You are a single lady now, is that true?
Single, yeah.
Okay.
Very single. Yes.
Wonderful. So how are you enjoying the single life?
I've been single for like a year and some change now. People think like I'm newly single, and maybe that's just because, they just haven't, seen me out with anybody or whatever. I don't know, but I've been single for a minute. Yeah.
I've been noticing a lot of people, in the industry, famous people, celebrities like yourself, have been dating in the industry, dating other celebrities. How do you feel about that these days? Would you date a regular guy?
If the situation was right, yeah, okay. I would. The reason I think we sometimes we do tend to date people that we're around. It's the same reason anybody dates people that they work around. That's when I work. My schedule is very crazy. I really don't have a lot of time to meet a lot of people. So you tend to gravitate towards people that you're around like that. But I'm very open. I'm very, very, very open.
So a regular guy could get a date with Sevyn?
Yeah, he could, but it's up to him whether or not he can handle my lifestyle, my schedule, that's why I said it depends on the situation, because it's not the easiest thing to date an artist.
Well, we did our research and we are ready for 7th Streeter. There are seven types of guys out there. We're gonna run down the 7. Maybe it's a combination of the 7. Maybe I want to just give you the 7, okay?
All right.
Okay. Of the 7 types of guys, there's the church boy. He's wholesome. He never misses Bible study, and he can quote some scriptures and lead you to Christ.
Praise God.
All right. Guy number 2 is the pretty boy, Pretty Ricky, what they call them. He's fashionable.
He's a guy that's well put together. His clothes are always tight, always correct.
Okay.
Okay, guy number 3 is the baller guy. He's a professional athlete. He travels around the country. He meets a lot of people all the time, and he also travels the world.
Okay.
Then there is guy number 4, fun guy. He's a guy that can make you laugh on every day.
I like.
Okay, we have 2 more. Okay, the smart boy. This guy's educated, multiple degrees. He reads books all year round. Okay, you have number 6, like myself. He's socially conscious.
Nice.
He would probably wear a shirt like this, Black Lives Matter. Reads a lot of books. He stays woke, and he wears dashikis as well.
Okay.
And our final guy is a guy that's musically talented, gifted. This guy has music is a huge part of his life. Now, before you decide which type you like, you could have multiple types. Maybe it could be
a combo. Nice.
Think about it for a second. She's thinking.
I am thinking. I'm a church girl.
Okay.
I am. My mom was a minister. My aunt's my pastor. My uncle is a minister. My other uncle, listen here, it runs deep over here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go church boy. I'm not worried about the fashion boy, because even if you can't dress, I'll help you with that. So I don't need the fashion boy. Church boy. The smart guy, because I love smart men. Like, to be able to sit here and hold a conversation with me is like, it's so high on my list, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
Church boy, smart guy. Don't really want him to be in music, but I don't need him to be. I live that every single day.
Been there, done that.
I live that every single day.
Okay.
And not that there's anything against it, but I'll handle the music side. So I feel like if you are smart, which I already put on my list, you got enough sense to be socially conscious. And you know what I mean? You got enough sense to be aware of you know, I'm gonna take socially conscious off list, because I feel like smart kind of covers that.
Okay.
If you're smart enough to love the Lord and we can travel around and talk about it, listen here, we all good.
All right.
So those are my 3. That's my combo.
All right. Thank
Yes.
you very much. Fellas, you saw that. You heard that straight from Sevyn. Make sure you get her album. Again, it's called
Girl Disrupted.
The Girl Disrupted. It's
Yes.
available right now. Go get that, all right? Thanks for your time.
No, thank you.
Coming up next on the All News Street Report, we'll head on over to Southeast for a World AIDS Day update. December the 1st of every year, you can find me in Southeast getting the word out for World AIDS Day.
Quilts and pieces of the quilt, whatever you want to put it on someone that maybe died, had HIV, that's deceased, you might want to write their name and the year that would happen, and then they're going to add it to the quilted upstairs, and every year it just gets bigger and bigger.
Here with one of my favorite people here at Family Medical, Sheila Brockington. How are you?
Hi, how are you? Welcome back.
All right, always a pleasure to be in sunny
Always a
Southeast.
pleasure.
Now, talk about some of the things that you do here at Family Medical.
My responsibility here as a coordinator is to implement new programs around HIV testing and prevention.
Okay, and how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this here at Family Medical close to 20 years.
Wow, 20 years of this, and then you've seen the changes with the medication, with the process. Talk about each of these things, the medication change and also the process of the testing.
As we very well know, there's always change. Individuals now are up to 1 pill a day on many medications, antiviral medications for HIV. But first, the most important thing is to get tested and know your status first.
Can't be out here just walking around, and just don't know what's going on with your body. Not everybody cares about their body, but if you care about your body, you can make one difference in the world and maybe save that many other people.
When an individual comes into Family and Medical Counseling Service, they're greeted and they are identified as wanting to have an HIV test. A tester would take them into an office and give them a pre-test to evaluate their readiness to take an HIV test. And once they evaluate them to take the HIV test, they will take the oral swab, or they can do a finger stick with Clearview. Okay, and once they take the test, their status is determined and whether or not they're positive or negative. And if they are positive, they will be linked to care immediately, if not to family and medical, to a provider of their choice. And if they're negative, they will be given additional prevention, education, materials, and they can go in there.
So you don't leave them high and dry. If somebody's positive, you have a whole process set up.
I've been positive with HIV for 28 years. And it's been a struggle, but through the grace of God today, man, I'm living much better. I've seen a lot of people who didn't make this struggle. I think it's just because of God, man. I found this church called Union Temple Baptist Church. It was one of the first churches that I ever knew that had an HIV ministry, and that was like 22 years ago. It was the only person that I know, Reverend Willie Wilson, was talking about HIV from the pulpit, something that you would never hear in a church. But today, that I take 1 pill a day now, but I used to take 18 pills twice a day. So the medicine companies are really, man, it's been blew my mind how the medicine has really overcome these days that we are taking today. So it's no more cocktails and that you have to drink this and take this and eat before you take that. They have some very good stuff out here today for you, man, if you fight this disease.
Can we talk about condoms? Where are the condoms at?
We have more than enough condoms around here. I can get you some before you leave.
I can get some before I leave.
That's absolutely.
So people can come here and get free condoms all the time?
We have always given out free condoms. We have given them out in the community. We give them out at the Department of Motor Vehicle. We give them out at the Income Maintenance Administration. We give them out on the van. We give them out when we're doing our blitz. We give them out at all times.
Okay, so whatever happened to the abstinence message? I haven't heard that a lot lately.
I think abstinence is still there. I think there are individuals who choose abstinence. However, there are more individuals who choose not to abstain from having sex. And so therefore all we're doing is being a vehicle to provide services, prevention measures for those who choose not to wait.
So we're inside the truck now. This is Tyrone, and he handles the needle exchange program. Can I please apologize to you? Let me tell you why I'm apologizing to Tyrone. When we get out here as radio personalities and TV stations, radio stations, talking about how to prevent HIV and AIDS, I think a lot of times we forget the needle part. We talk about the heterosexual sex, we talk about the gay sex, but we miss the needle part.
Right.
Talk about the importance of us talking about the needle exchange program, which you work with every day.
Right. So the importance about the needle exchange program is our job is to keep people safe. We don't want anyone sharing anything. You can always come to our truck. We have a schedule. We go all around the city Monday through Thursday, come in our office on Fridays, right here at the big chair. Our job is to keep you safe, man.
Okay, so do people come on a regular and come into this vehicle and exchange needles with you?
Every day.
Every day?
Yes, sir.
On an average, if you had to put a number on it.
On an average, I say about 30, 40 a day.
So why the balloons, and what's the significance of what you do with these balloons?
So what we do is we have a balloon release, and it's in commemoration of all of those who have transitioned and who were HIV positive.
Basically protection, getting great knowledge, reading about what's going on in the HIV world. It's not a death sentence. I've been living 28 years, man. I'm healthy probably than you, man. And another thing that, please, man, get tested.
They ask you your name, you fill out some consent forms, they swab your mouth, you sit, they talk to you, make you feel comfortable, and they let you know.
Please, brothers or sisters, if you're positive, please let somebody know if you're dealing in a relationship.
Next on the Street Report, Southern Maryland's own Trey Morset performs on our show.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Trey Morset. What up, bro?
What's up, man?
Good to see you, man.
It just made me feel real good.
Absolutely, man. Now, Trey, let everybody know where you're from, bro.
I'm from Southern Maryland, originally from Alabama, but I relocated to Maryland, so I live in Southern Maryland. That's Charles County.
Shout out to Brandywine.
St. Charles.
Waldorf.
All the way where they separate us from the DMV, but we're going to change that.
La Plata, cool. Maryland, I see you.
We're going to change that. It's cool. We coming up. We coming up.
Talk about your music really quick, man. What you got going?
Well, I put out an album. It's called I'm So VIP to Life. It's featuring Gorilla Zoe, actually Sherelle Rowe, Phil Day, Booby. It's on iTunes. It's on Spotify. Like I said, Trey Morset, I'm So VIP to Life. And we're working on a new album right now. For y'all that don't know, that country life is a little different than the life we live up here. It's real slow, not much going on, so it's a lot of like little things that could depress you kind of, because it's no money out there.
Like rebel flags and stuff.
I'm saying dirt. I'm a dirt road baby. When I say a dirt road baby,
back roads.
like I'm gonna tell you straight up. When I say dirt road baby, I grew up on a farm.
Okay.
When I was born, we had chickens, we had a couple hogs, we had a horse until we was able to get a tractor to actually plow the field. Like, that's where I come from. And when I say the bottom, I mean I really came from the bottom. So when I came up here and I saw black folks with townhouses and Cadillacs and concrete at the basketball court, I was like, oh, we got it sweet and we don't even know it. I'm going to get to it.
Concrete at the basketball court?
Oh, nah, because my first court was all grass until we made it dirt when I was out there dribbling enough to mess up all the grass.
Okay. I got family in Ohio, and they were telling me, because they go to Alabama all the time, they said that they got like little clubs out there in Alabama where you go out in the woods and it's like the juke joint. They still got that going on?
Everything is in the woods.
Everything?
Everything, unless you in a certain, like if you in the capital, if you in Montgomery or Mobile maybe, but I'm all the way at the bottom. I'm in what we call Clark County, which is like 2 hours from Pensacola, Florida. So we all the way at the bottom of Alabama. It's nothing but dirt roads. Like my closest Walmart was 45 minutes away.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that made me realize how sweet we got it up here. Like when I look around the room and all I see is darker skin, but everybody is dressed to impress. Everybody pulled up in something nice. Everybody got cameras. Everybody's doing something.
Make some noise for my guy, Trey Morset. Let's work.
Yeah. Where my workers at? If you be putting in that work, make some noise. Put a hand up or something.
Make some noise right now.
We gonna work out tonight. Y'all ready to turn up a little bit? Let go. 1, 2. All I know is work, work. All I do is work, work. All I know is work, work. All I do is work, work. Turn up some more. All I know, work, work. Okay, all I do is work, work. All I know is work, work. All I do is work, work. Okay. I've been jugging for a while now. Rappers getting sick when you get chest, boy, let me find out. And I stay connected like a youngin', never signed out. Falling so hard that my haters need a timeout. Hold on. Never been lazy, baby, grinding crazy since the teen. No in but some maybe F you pay me or F you mean. I be dipping to that paper like a money fiend. Tag say 187 whip game like a murder scene.
Oh yeah.
If you know me, you know I'm working hard like it's so team. And I'm a proceed, so I proceed to get proceed. All I know is put in work as long as I'm alive. Then I go home and work my chick just like a 9 to 5. Work, work. All I know is work, work, work. All I know is work, work, work. All I do is work, work. All I know, work, work. All I do is work, work. All I know is work, work. Hey, all I do is work, work. Talk to us. Mind on my money. My money. Money on my mind. They say time equals money. So please don't waste my time. One time. Mind on my money. My money. Money on my mind. They say time equals money. So please don't waste my time. Oh yeah, yeah. Baddest how she work the pole. Work the pole. See how they twerk for dough. Twerk for dough. And this gon' work for show. Monopoly collect a couple hundred just like pass and go. Bring it in, break it down, and break the team. I be working like Jamaicans with no green card. Work until my workers working. That's the mission. Old America's nightmare. Young black boy with ambition. Work. Let me see the fist up.
If you love being
Let me see the fist up. Let me see the fist up.
In the air.
Okay.
If you love being black.
You ready to turn up one time?
Hey.
All I know,
Work, work, work.
all I do is work, work, work. All I know is work, work, work. All I do is work, work. All I know. Thank y'all so much. Easy
Trey
Street.
Morset.
I'm so VIP.
I'm so VIP to life.
Let's get it.
Let's be great.